What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another player interview for the league winners. My name is Andrew Hefner, and I'm joined today by four-star Rutgers offensive line commit, Jared Smith. Welcome, Jared, and thank you for taking the time to talk.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah, so I kind of want to start all the way back at the beginning in the terms of your football career. And I'd love to hear about how you got into the sport and kind of when that love for the game started for you.
It really started when I was a little kid because my uncle he played in NFL. He actually just retired, Tyron Smith. I just want to grow up, be better than him, try to be like him. So yeah,
Yeah, and what was your original position when you started playing, and kind of how has that evolved over the years to where you are today?
it's always been left tackle, and it's what I want to play throughout my whole career. But I always say that I'll play anywhere they put me, but it's always been left tackle.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you about that a little later on, but we can kind of skip that now. So you played tackle throughout your time in high school and as growing up, as you just mentioned, but they have you listed as an interior offensive lineman. Is that going to be a position that you look to move towards like more permanently as you go into college, or do you think that you're going to kind of try to platoon yourself between the two?
I know like Rutgers, they have a plan for me to play both sides. Like not both sides, but both positions.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna implement myself as a tackle, and if Coach Flats moves me to inside offensive lineman, then I'll go to inside offensive lineman.
Yeah, and I guess are there any issues you see maybe between like moving between those two positions, or do you think that you are pretty capable to tackle both of them?
I know I can do both of them because I played a little bit of guard during the springtime, so it wouldn't really be nothing like no issue.
All right, very nice. So kind of back to the beginning. So you mentioned your uncle played in the league, but do you have another current player or football hero that you might look up to and kind of model your playing style after?
Um, Probably Trent Williams, but I try to like have like for inside offensive lineman, I try to model my game after Larry Allen a
Mhm.
little bit. So it's just those two.
Yeah, that's awesome. Two very good players there, and I'm sure that they've definitely kind of helped you out through your career. So, I kind of want to dive into the recruiting process a bit, especially as it's changed a lot in the last couple of years. But now you're part of one of the first classes that really gets to dive deeper into the new side of recruiting for NCAA. So, of course, you're from Georgia and you had many top teams in Georgia as well as many top programs across the U.S. kind of interested in you. So, what was that recruiting process like, especially with kind of all the new regulations that have been introduced?
It's been a little stressful here and there, so it was just like working and learning the ins and outs of recruitment and like the tricks some coaches try to play on you and stuff like that. So it was pretty stressful a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, just looking at your social medias and stuff, it seems like you've jumped around a lot, but I'm sure it's been cool to get to kind of step foot into all those different great programs. But I guess as a follow up to that, what about Rutgers kind of stood out to you the most? And then obviously you ended up making your commitment there. So what other factors kind of drive that decision?
They were just like a school I knew that if I went there that I would have the right education, the right help, the right everything, and a surefire way to the league. So
Yeah, that's awesome. And kind of going more into Rutgers specifically, um, Rutgers, the coaching staff there is very well versed, especially with your position and with Pat Flaherty, who obviously had an amazing career coaching in the NFL. So, what's it going to be like to get to learn from a coach like that has so much experience coaching guys at your position?
it's gonna be great. I know that he'll coach me into the best player I can be and probably the best offensive tackle in the nation. And that's our goal for me and the school because my goal for like all of college is to become the best tackle to ever come out of college football and possibly the number one prospect in the draft. So that's our goal.
Yeah, that's awesome. Um, And then I guess also, have you noticed anything that Rutgers is kind of going to be able to help you with, especially when it comes to your game or things that you really want to improve as you move, through your college career?
I know they'll help me with my confidence level. Like I know I'll get a bigger confidence boost. I can get faster in my footwork. I won't have to worry about no outside things like hindering me from them. They'll always have a good support system around you, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. And then you're also going to be playing in the Big Ten, which of course is one of the most prestigious conferences in the U.S. So, is there a particular matchup there that you're going to be most excited to take part in with Rutgers?
I want to play against all the schools in the Big Ten because they're probably like the Big Ten is probably the best conference in America, in my opinion. The SEC is more like lineman built, but the Big Ten they got more speed and more skill over there. So I'm just excited to play everybody over there.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm sure. Um, yeah, so I'm really excited to hopefully get to cover you over the next couple of years at Rutgers, and I wish you the best of luck with your career. And thank you again so much for joining me today.
Yes, sir.